What up, Kim? So Nico, like, where do you think is going in season 5? And while we wait on Draper to get back in here, I'm gonna give everybody a little recap of the first hour, which, I mean, it was mostly about, insecure or whatever, but we broke down different aspects of it. So we talked about like the relationship, between Lawrence and Issa, along with Condola. But the different aspects of the relationship, and what do you think is going, what do you think went wrong, and what were they thinking? All right, Nico, I would love to see them develop Kelly character. Listen, whether it's Kelly, Draper, try again, it won't let me at you. But the Kelly character, yes, the Kelly character. She needs her own spinoff. What's her character, and then Lawrence's homeboy. There was already an interview where they talked about the both of them having a spinoff or whatever. And I'm hoping that they put that in the works. Let's see if I can get him. There we go. Let's see if that works. But we also, there we go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Chad. Lawrence's homeboy, Chad.
Listen.
Chad
and Kelly's character. Chad and Kelly's character need a spinoff. That shit would be funny as hell.
Those who had a spinoff, bro, you talking about a funny show?
Yeah.
I'm all for it. I'm all for it. With them two, oh man. And I know that the reason why they did that with Kelly's character, because she's actually one of the writers, and she also directed one of the episodes. The episode that Lawrence and Issa got back together and had their date, she directed that one. But she's also one of the writers as well for that show. But yeah, man. But there wasn't enough Chad this season. We needed more Chad.
Listen,
we needed more Chad.
But look, they had to set it up.
Yeah,
they had to set it up because Chad is a friend that gives a fucked up advice.
Mm-hmm.
So
absolutely.
He's going to have a prominent role in season 5 because Lawrence is in a whole lot of shit.
Oh, he's in this. Oh, Lawrence is in the deep shit. Lawrence is in a lot of shit this coming up season, But I'm here for it because they can develop Lawrence and they can dive into some shit, man. And I like it. I like it.
Oh my God. Yeah. I'm here. So last thing about Insecure before we dive into what the topic is really about today.
Man.
So Issa and Molly, the whole friendship thing, whatever. Now it's a lot of different ways we can dissect this and go into, but the friend. Do you believe now? Okay, let me back up. Going 50 million hours, miles, hour. But okay, so Molly and Issa, obviously they were best
Hmm.
friends, and the way that they portrayed it this season was that they were like their characters are growing apart.
Correct.
Molly's doing her thing at the law firm, whatever. She has her relationship. Issa has left. We got y'all. She left. We got y'all.
Right.
And she's found her own, and she's going into, doing a lot of different projects and basically blossoming as a citizen. I can say that as a citizen. Yeah.
As a citizen, yeah. I mean,
She's also getting her love life together, whatever. She
mhm.
cut out all the bull, and she's now gotten back with Lawrence. Molly didn't know that. She'll probably know starting out season 5 because of the conversation that they're gonna have.
Right.
But along the way, it seems like to me that Molly just hating. Molly is used to everybody depending on her and asking her for things. And now that Issa doesn't really need her, it's like, okay, I'm not needed. Look,
Hmm.
you said you good on your own. Said you
Right.
good, you got this or whatever. You don't need me. So what?
Right.
Like basically, so why you calling me? I'm gonna fall back. I'm over here.
Hmm.
But at the same time, I'm gonna be petty and I'm gonna put these boundaries in place or whatever.
um, Issa and Molly, man, they're having a growing pains type thing to where, like you said before, everybody used to depend on Molly. At one point, Molly was the one in the crew that, had it all together. She was the only one that was with a decent job. She was an attorney that was, she was single, the single friend or
Yeah,
whatever, because Amanda Seals was married and whatnot. And so they were doing it together on their own. But Issa was at that stage, at that point of trying to figure herself out. She was with we got y'all, and she was trying to do who came up with that name, but damn, she was
we
with
got y'all.
we got y'all, and she wasn't really, she was trying to figure out where she was gonna stay. She was having relationship issues with Lawrence and everything at the moment, and so Molly, I think what this season showed was that sometimes a friend wants to keep you in the position that they met you so that they can continue to keep feeling confident about themselves.
Yeah,
When Issa went on and was like, yo, when Issa started putting together the block party, and she was like, yo, I'm good, I don't need anything, yo, I just need you to come show up. Yo, I need you to do this one thing though. If you could get him to if you could get Nate or somebody to help with an artist or something like that, just real quick, and then that's it. And then other than that, man, Issa didn't need Molly. Issa didn't need Molly
huh.
for anything. And so Issa was, finally having her own spot. She was making some money. She was actually doing some stuff, like you said, being a productive citizen. Well, for Molly, I don't think Molly was able to actually accept the new Issa.
She
The new
wasn't.
Issa, right. The new Issa was, yo, I'm doing this on my own. Yeah, girl, we still cool, I'm still doing me. It's cool, you doing you, but I just can't be there for you like I used to be. I got a lot going on in my own life. And so Molly couldn't handle that. And that shit showed. And the one that had the most problems with it was Molly.
Yeah,
Molly had the most problem with it throughout the whole thing. Man, she sent the text to a little boo talking about, see, I'm trying with her, and shit just went left. And
see, let's just say Issa better than me. Issa better than me. I
man,
would went I would have went the fuck off. Right, look, right there. I wouldn't have stormed out. So people okay, no, we look really.
yeah,
So what the fuck? So what,
this what happened.
so what the hell?
This happened.
This what the hell
Yeah,
you trying to
yeah, man.
all the all the way to fuck in?
All the way to fucking, and that's right, and all the way fucking, and that was my thing was, it shouldn't have taken Molly's boyfriend, to try to tell her, yo, you need to try to work it out with her. Issa was there before her boyfriend was. Like, y'all done been through the ups and downs. She done been through Issa done been through with Molly and her whole, the open relationship with the married dude and all that shit like that. So, Molly want to keep her skeletons in the closet, but she want to go and pull Issa's off the hanger.
And if you notice this season, they really showed that Molly has basically her whole life are superficial relationships.
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely.
They really brought that to the forefront.
Absolutely. Really. You are 100% correct about that. All of them.
Yeah.
And I also think they show that Molly also sees herself as better than a lot of people, because she said something to the secretary, one of the secretaries in the office one episode. She was like, you don't get paid to make me look dumb.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, damn, Molly, you just got there. Like, you just got there. And you talking like that?
You know what? And that line right there is a great transition. It's a great transition to the title of this week's episode. It ain't my fault.
It ain't my fault.
Did I do that? As Mystical said. So, as Draper just said. So Molly told her receptionist, "I don't pay you to make me look stupid."
To make me look stupid.
And so you being the boss means that at the end of the day, you being the boss, you are in control of every aspect, every facet, every nook, every cranny. Look, if it's a goddamn thread hanging out, at the end of the day, I can pay somebody to cut it, but it's still my job to look at it and make sure it's presentable.
Yeah.
And so we have, this 2 weeks in a row too, and we talk about her.
But she's giving us everything we need to talk about, though, dog.
No.
So we have everything we need to talk about.
So we have B. Simone again. And okay, so last week she was in hot water, and it wasn't warranted, because it was her preference. She was talking about that she doesn't date 9-to-5s. I mean, hey, everybody has a preference, whether it's short, tall, big, fat, small, all that. You got foot fetishes, you got all that. You like to wear diapers, all that shit. It's your preference. But this week, shit. So B. Simone writes a book, Manifest Your Life.
Manifest Your Life.
Manifest Your Life. This is her personal story, her account, and she wants to teach young ladies that you can manifest everything that you want in life. Manifest. Why do I sound like I'm see the movie is skipping me right now. No. The movie The Mummy. Remember when he's running around trying to figure out what the bird symbol meant?
Yes.
What does this bird mean? What does this bird mean? I manifest. Yeah. So she's trying to teach young girls how to manifest everything that you want in life. I'm a personal testament. She's a personal testament of doing just that. Well, comes to find out you're not. Because now, and it's not uncommon. I want to tell you, it's not uncommon to have to write a book and have somebody else actually writing it. But 9 times out of 10, when you do that, you're sitting right there and you are giving your personal word to them as they type all the words out. So she outsourced, the book. Somebody else wrote it or whatever with a woodchuck. Yeah, she was chunking a lot of wood. That she was. But she outsourced the book. This, that, and the third book flew off the shelves.
It did.
Over $1 million in profit, everything else. But now we're at the point where she's under scrutiny right now because you have at least 5 authors that came to the forefront and said that, yes, it's 5, at least 5, that have come out and said that B. Simone has plagiarized their work for her book. Hey, still not look. Hey, I still on your side, still on your side a little bit. Let me prove my point. Let me prove this point before y'all say, like, how the hell can you stick up? Let me prove my point. Now, still with it, because even with a book that's successful, this and the other, people can look at something and, and basically say, oh my God, she's stealing my shit.
Mm-hmm.
She's stealing my shit.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of saying I'm in a sweatshirt, she said I'm in a hoodie. Well, she's basically saying the same goddamn thing or whatever, hey, get my lawyer on the phone, let's do this. But there was one writer in particular. She put a screenshot side by side, word for word, word for word. Now, there was a lot of people in the comments who were saying that, if she would have, if she would have had a 9 to 5, she would have known that, you would have had to proofread.
Somebody said she need a 9 to 5 lawyer
to get her out of her mess. Man, dude, hold on. They're really. I've even seen comments. People talking about. So tell us really what the hell you were doing up at 3 a.m. because it damn sure wasn't proofreading.
Never was proofreading.
Same font. Damn, Nico said same font. Everything.
So here's my take on it, right? So I had a chance to listen to her and her rebuttal that she gave about wait, DJ Flips that Dairy Queen. All right, y'all, we try to focus. All right, so I listened to her rebuttal. I had a chance to listen to her rebuttal. And she said, through all of the, books and everything like that, writing the books, she takes full responsibility for what happened. Her and her team, they outsourced and they wrote it and all this stuff like that, right? First and foremost, did nobody in your team, baby girl, did nobody in your team tell you that, hey, B, you need to read it and proof it before it hits the shelves so that everything that you want in there is cool? So did nobody, not one person in her group that was staying up at 3 a.m. with her, not working a 9 to 5 and not doing all that, like none of them?
Since your team need to understand this entrepreneurial life, that I don't got nobody else. I don't have no sleep or whatever like that. I'm up at 3, 4 a.m. in the morning, texting, making calls, calling this. I may have to hop on a flight to, go see my lawyer, this and the other. Well, if I'm not mistaken, on that flight, could have opened a goddamn book.
Like, hey, let's look at this. Like your literary agent didn't send you anything saying, hey, B, you might want to look at this, you know,
Hey,
and
hey, hey, page 12, line 5. Nah, we gotta change that.
we got to change that. Like, to, nobody, like, she didn't even take a chance. And if she is so smart, okay, even, even she could have even said, hey, you know what? I need to make the, because she kept saying, this is what she kept saying in her rebuttal. My brand is on the line. It's my brand that's going to get hurt. It's my brand that's going to get hit. You know, I have to take full responsibility for what happened to me and my brand and all this and all that. Okay, cool. Baby girl, again, you did not read or proofread the book.
Listen. Third SAT word has a little bit of ebonics in it. Blame shifting. Blame shifting. This is what got me about the shit. This is what got me. You say that first off, you're not loud, you're not boisterous, whatever. You real low and humble now. You real low and humble. Y'all know that I'm real, I'm genuine, I'm authentic. And so me and my team, I'm not an author. I've never written a book. First, look, that's the first implication right there. I've never written a book. So me and my team, we outsourced. Second implication, because you said you wrote the shit. Second implication. I've never written a book. I've never written a book. So me and my team, we outsourced, and it was amazing. I want to, uplift young women and have them manifest. Try to be serious. And then her next statement was, they did a lot of things. They did a lot of things and put a lot of things in there that I was unaware of. You're the CEO and the brand. You're the face. You're the face of it all. Then she goes back. I take full responsibility for everything. I've reached out to all the creatives involved, all the women involved. I've had the book pulled off the shelves, and we're trying to get everything corrected. I am the boss. I'm the CEO of everything, even though my team fucked up. I still take full responsibility. Yo, how you taking full responsibility? And you just said, even though my team was supposed to help, basically, goddamn it. I'd have paid y'all fucking ass to make sure, goddamn it, all the plagiarized stuff that I put in this goddamn book.
She said, that motherfucker said that 14 people dropped the ball over and over again. Throughout her whole rebuttal, she said, I take full responsibility, but my team dropped the ball. Well, wait a minute now, hold on. Wait. You just said that you take full responsibility, but my team dropped the ball. This is my brand, but I outsourced to 5 different people. What? You outsourced to 5 different people, and yet you're not taking the responsibility? She didn't even take one moment to even go back, proofread the book, look in there. She could have got to the first page and be like, oh, wait a minute. This ain't.
But the thing about it, this book was supposedly about your life.
The whole thing.
The whole thing is about your.
The whole thing. She even said that in her rebuttal. She even said in her rebuttal that this is my story. I want to inspire young women to manifest their life. Right? This is my story. Right? This is my story.
Hold on. Then she pulled some Donald Trump shit at the end. She pulled some Donald. I'm gonna deflect. I'm gonna go there. Hold on. Because at the end of the day, I am the CEO. I am the coach. I am the I am the trainer. I take the ankles. I make sure the ankles steady. I bend the knee. I put in the playbook. I make sure the pick and roll is set. Because if I don't hold up to this, then they don't know what play to run, this and the other. We're gonna get through this.
We're gonna get through this. We're gonna get through this.
We're gonna bounce back.
My team dropped the ball. My whole team dropped the ball.
A company that I outsourced, and I always go back to. Once a couple years ago, I had a couple shirt designs that I had out in the public, and which means that it's me that's behind it, the quality of product that I put out.
Correct.
Now there were a couple clients that hit me back within a reasonable amount of time. It was like a week and a half, and said that basically the shirt was peeling, the design was peeled off or whatever. Now me being pissed off, I was like, I can't look. If this happens one more time, I'm gonna have to change the company that I'm working with because this is my brand.
Correct.
This is my product.
This is my product.
I made sure that I looked at every shirt before I gave it out. I tested this and the other. Now things happen. Out of all the shirts that I put out, there was only 2. But at the end of the day, it's on me. So if you outsource a book and somebody else is writing it, at the end of the day, before it is published, it hit the shelves, everything else like that, it is your job to read every letter on those pages and make sure it is right.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
And this just came to me right out of the blue. All right. The R&B hand. Right out of the blue. If this book that she wrote was about her life.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
If this book that she wrote
my God,
about her life, how would the people that she outsourced get the information to put in the book if she had not been a part of it?
I'll take it a step further. Now, for those who missed hour number 1, we talked about Insecure, and we talked about Behind the Lens.
We did.
We gave a little perspective from behind the lens and a lot of subliminal messages that they were giving with the red and the blue backgrounds, this and the other. So, subliminal. By her saying that she outsourced a book about her life, that she didn't give them any information, anything else like that, but they wrote it, is what she really trying to tell y'all is that her persona and everything else that she's portraying as an entrepreneur is not real to life? Is that what she's trying to say?
Do she want that to be out there?
Because as far as we know right now, her life is plagiarized.
As far as we know right now, her life is a copycat.
Yeah.
For what we know right now, her life is a copycat. It ain't no different than some of the other creators or influencers that have been doing their thing via Twitter, social media, Instagram, whatever, But for her to go on the lines of saying that she wanted to inspire young women, right, based upon her story, but she never gave her story.
You know what? See, once again, you know what that remind me of? Remember the episode of Martin where not Pam's, but Gina's friend came in town?
Yeah.
Wrote the book. Monique.
Monique came to town.
Because she keeps it real. You remember the lady? You remember the lady in the crowd that said, "No, Sister Soldier, I paid $9.99 for this book."
Say, she said, "Nah, Sister Soldier, I paid $9.99 for this here book, and you
And you ain't even real.
and you ain't even real."
Hey,
Oh, listen,
eating them ribs. You damn right.
eating them ribs.
She
Hey,
on
yeah,
that look.
Nico.
Hey, she was turning them tricks too.
Just listen. You went down that corner. Oh,
She was
so
looking.
so I guess my thing is, how much credibility does B Simone lose in the how much credibility does she lose not only in the streets, all right? Because let's be honest, it was the streets that created the B Simone, right?
Oh
It was
yeah,
from
yeah.
Twitter and IG and everything like that. So how much credibility does she lose now that of what happened for one last week, what happened with the 9 to 5 issue, and then now with the book? How much credibility does she lose?
Um, to me, she's lost. She's totally lost all credibility as far as in the literary,
Oh,
not the SAT,
absolutely. That
in the
was another SAT
literary
word.
world.
Absolutely.
She's lost all credibility. Like if you ask me, you ask me.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Now, as far as the public, I say with the right moves, anybody can come back with the right
Hmm.
moves. But as of right now, that is 2 weeks in a row that you've taken. First off, whether you meant to or not, you alienated the majority, 95%. I say 95% of your fan base, men and women, because you're talking about people who have 9 to 5s. That's one.
Absolutely. That was the first strike. That was the
Yeah,
first strike. The first
that's
strike
one.
was bashing people with 9 to 5s and saying she doesn't want a 9 to 5, type dude because he won't be able to support it. That's first mistake. But that those 9 to 5 people were the ones that put her on that put her
And the
on.
ones that are not bailing your ass out.
Right. Hmm.
So the second one, like I said, you're losing credibility with them because now you're coming off fake as shit. And you're coming off without any remorse because you not once but twice said that you're taking full responsibility, but the company that you outsourced did a lot of things without your knowledge. You take full responsibility, but even though the team that you paid dropped the ball, your team that you paid dropped the ball. You taking
Right.
full responsibility.
Absolutely. But here's my one SAT word. Where were the legalities of all of this stuff at? What did she sign to say that, don't discredit my name? What did she sign to approve what they put out? She had to have signed something. She had to
Listen,
have signed something. Something had to be in some sort of formal legal document that says this is what we're going to put out. This is what you are required to do. She had to sign something. It
she
wasn't just
did.
let's put it
No,
out.
no, because she did because remember in the 9 to 5 talks, she said that what if like she said verbatim that the other day she had to hop on a plane and come here to Dallas to meet with her lawyer and her manager to sign some papers that she couldn't do over the phone or anything else. So if your lawyers you're sitting down with your lawyers looking over paperwork, they're breaking everything down for you. All the mumbo jumbo, all the big SAT words, and some
Yeah,
of the ACT words that you don't. They're there to break all that down, all of that.
correct.
So you won't go through this. But yes, if you're going through all of that and you're outsourcing, there should be something in play the way to where if it's not, then you are not responsible. But But at the end of the day, it still falls on you because it's your company, it's your name. At the end of the day,
100%.
and this is hold on, look, this doesn't have to necessarily involve your team because it's a book about you. This is a book about
Is it
you,
exactly?
not your
Exactly.
team, not your team. A book about you.
Exactly. Exactly. And that was, man, exactly. You hit the nail on the head right there. The book was about her. The
Yes,
book was about her. So there's no way that even her team, even if she had her team to proofread the book, there was no way in the world that her team would be able to not say, hey, B, is this right? At
because
some point in time, she had to hear the book.
because of one line that we all say, you don't know my life.
You don't know you don't know my life.
You don't know my life.
You don't know my
So,
life.
at the end of
She
the
had
day,
to.
it's still look and like Nico said, who throws their team under the bus like that? Who throws their
See,
team up under the bus?
right? And that's the question I have now, you know. So now how loyal is her team going to be to her? Because now they know if something goes wrong, if something happens within the camp or something happens within that whole little realm, you know, she's not going to take the full responsibility as she claims. She's going to throw her team up under the bus. And so
She is.
that camp knows who they are. So I can only imagine their faces when they saw the film, saw the video, when it hit and they saw her rebuttal, and they were like, "Oh, for real? Oh, we didn't
Don't
proofread the book."
I'm gonna tell people don't be
All right.
surprised. Don't be surprised if a B Simone scandal somehow like pops up.
Oh, some stuff is about to get leaked. You hear me?
Hey, hey.
Some stuff is
So
about to get leaked.
because with her doing that, I don't think she understood what she did
Correct.
because by her putting like the onus on her team and saying that the people that I paid, my team dropped the ball. It's their fault. You just implicated your team in
Entire
doing
team.
some faulty shit.
Entire team.
Your entire team.
Entire team. Entire team. So if anything legal happens, let's say those authors, you know, the ones that had theirs, you know, page for page. Let's say if that author comes and said, "Hey, you know, we're gonna sue you for plagiarism or whatever like that," you know, is she gonna try to fandangle her way out of the litigation by saying, "Well, I didn't approve anything; they did," in pointing to her team. And so now her team is the one that's going to have to go to court. They're going to have to be the ones to prove that, hey, this is what happened. This is what we were told. This is what we did. This is what we outsourced to. This is what they did. You know, and I guess, you know, for me, you know, I consider myself a smart guy. You know, I really wonder how true to form that she really who did she really have the nerve to outsource to that was like, hey dog, man, I don't know what to write about him. Man, let's go find some stuff. Like
For real. Hey,
who
hey, you know what?
who did she
Hold on.
outsource to?
Like, look, they probably sitting there like, shit. Okay, all we got to go off of is manifest.
Manifest.
It's all we
Let's
okay. So how can we portray this? How can we portray? Oh, this person is not well known. Not well known. Let's get this.
let's
Okay,
get this.
no,
Let's
this
pull
one, this
this.
one, this one. Oh, look, here's your book. Here's your book.
B, we got a manifestation masterpiece for you.
They probably read. Look, they probably read one goddamn line out of this shit. One quote. One quote.
Just one quote. And
One
then
quote.
whoever wrote it sitting back at their bookstore just laughed like, bro, she
That's
bought it,
it.
y'all.
Look, hold on. And look, they probably sitting here. We feel like this embodies everything. Everything in the book is about this and the other. So at a certain stage in your life, you're sitting there at your 9 to 5, and you're wondering, is this all that life has for me? Is this all that life has for me? I want this. I want this. I want things in life. But it's taking me so long to get to it. So what do I
Oh,
do? So what do I do? I manifest.
I manifest.
And she probably sat there, baby boy, that's it.
Baby boy. You wrote your ass off in this, baby boy. Look at this. Look at what you
Yo.
did.
So and look, I want to bring up one point. And I don't think it's too hard to find. So in college, everybody has a writing class. You
Absolutely.
know.
Correct.
And so, within this writing class, they like you progress, you have to write a 2-page paper, a 5-page paper,
Correct.
and the last goddamn paper you gotta write 10 pages. Or
Oh,
as they hold on, 10 pages, or as they put 2,500 words.
2,500 words.
Now,
Double space.
yes, no, 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 hold on. Look, no, some of them say 1.5.
One and a
Fuck
half.
you. Look, I be want to email back, you little fucker. Like, but so with that being said, I kind of got the inside track or whatever on how they grade these papers so damn fast. There is a software. First off, there's a reason why they tell you to email the paper to them.
That's correct. Absolutely.
Not send it in, not the paper. They want you to email it in because what they do is they copy your entire paper
It's our
and they
paper.
feed it through the software. And within a matter of minutes, that software tells them what lines you quoted, where you got it from, if it's too long, if you plagiarize it, all this shit. Look, her and her team could have easily gotten the software. Could have
Easily.
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 And within a matter, I look, hey, it's a book or whatever. So I give it 30 minutes. Within a matter of 30 minutes,
Yeah.
she would have known every plagiarized part of that book. Problem solved. Problem solved.
Which
But now,
further, which further enhances my point of she just needs to keep her mouth closed.
look, you don't need to say shit else. Shit else from here on out. Because what we do know right now, she's made over $1 million off this book so far.
Just the book. Just
And
that book.
hold on, and what makes it worse, the climate that we're in, the main author that she plagiarized is of the mayonnaise persuasion. She getting her money. She's getting her money, bro. She's gonna get her money. Some of the books were whole ass worksheets.
Well, right.
Oh my god. She said whole ass work.
Oh, that's worksheets.
Yo, what up? What up? So no, B Simone is a social media influencer who basically turned her life. She's an artist.
Mhm.
She's now gotten into acting. She's a comedian. So she does a couple different things, but she wrote a book and she outsourced the book and they plagiarized at least 5 different writers. And so now she's basically in a whole legal battle because she's gonna have to pay out a lot of money.
Oh,
Pretty much there.
he said he keep all his comments to himself since he know.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Yeah, bro.
Oh my gosh. Well,
Yeah.
Derek, man, it's been some conversations about
Hey,
her. There's been
Hey,
some conversations about her, and man, it's
and I and I'll say no. She very well could have bounced back quickly. But what she has to do, she has to disappear for a minute. Don't say
man,
shit. Don't say nothing.
it's
Disappear.
exactly what she needs to do.
Disappear. Let this legal battle take its course. Stop getting on, stop getting on social media, giving people clickbait
That's
about the whole. Stop. Just disappear. Grind. Work your look. Get with your team or get another team
but
because them motherfuckers are disgruntled right
they're not gonna be
now.
loyal to you now. They're not gonna be
Now, because you
loyal
threw
to
them up
you.
under the bus. You threw
Threw
them
them
up
up
under the
under the
bus.
bus, so they're not gonna be. So find you a new team, right? And she needs to disappear. She needs because people is canceling folks left and right. All right, via social media because of what they saying. They are canceling these stars, man. Doja Cat came back to Twitter and they tore her ass up.
Listen,
So she needs to just go have a seat somewhere. Just go sit down.
just chill out.
Just chill. Just
Chill out.
chill.
Hey,
Relax.
you know what? Come back with a mixtape or EP or something.
Yeah.
You know.
She's do a Zoom meet. Yo,
Yo, hold on. Matter of fact, she could write another. She could write another manifesto. You know what the title is? You know what the title is? Baby girl,
baby girl.
how to recover.
Hey, that gotta be at the top, baby girl.
How to recover.
How to recover. That's gotta be at the top. That gotta be at the top.
Oh shit. Oh my god.
Because she didn't do a Zoom meeting. Oh my gosh. Oh,
Oh
oh,
man.
she does. She can come back, but she gotta chill. She gotta take a seat, relax, and chill. You would buy that book, Nico, because she got a bunch to recover from. That's why
A
you would
bunch.
buy that book.
A bunch. A bunch. But speaking of Zoom meetings, speaking of Zoom meetings, speaking of Zoom meetings.
Hmm.
So everybody knows the NBA is coming back. NBA, NBA is coming back, and there's been a lot of back and forth, getting the particulars straight between the players union and the owners,
Correct.
and so um, there was a meeting, a Zoom meeting, matter of fact, recently. This is not Kyrie.
I'll wait for it. Yep.
Yes,
We getting
there
there.
was a Zoom. There was a
We
Zoom
getting
meeting. There was
there.
a Zoom meeting recently of 100 different basketball, 100 different NBA players talking about the climate that's going on right now and whether or not they should come back and play
Mm-hmm.
or whether or not they should sit out. Now, we already have to deal with COVID-19, coronavirus, but obviously, with George Floyd happening,
Right.
Tatiana Jefferson, Breonna Taylor, uh, Ahmaud Arbery, the list goes on with
The list.
everything that's happening. We're feeling some type of way. We are.
Correct.
But your boy Kyrie, who is, I didn't know this. I found this out today. He's the VP of the Players Union.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So Chris Paul is the president. He's a VP. And, so word got out, it was reported that Kyrie said that we don't need to play. We need to sit out because what's going on in the world is more important. Steven Jackson came out and said that, if they come back and play, it's going to be a distraction from everything that's been building, momentum, everything else like that. Well, other reports have come out and said that your boy Kyrie, the only reason why Kyrie is saying this right now is because, now, mind you, Kyrie had season-ending surgery on the shoulder. He's not coming back to play. With that being said, he asked Adam Silver, basically, could he go into the bubble? Could he go into the bubble? Into the dome. Into the dome. And Adam Silver basically said, hell no, because you ain't playing. And it's a tight situation with the players and the staff that's going to be, that's going to be handling everything. Now, when they say the staff, bruh, they have a basically personalized culinary team.
Right.
And they're handling everything along with, they're going to be in separate hotels, access to, golf courses, movie theater, everything that they need. So it's already, I would say, a few thousand people that's going to be in there. And so Adam Silver told him, like, no, it's already strict, it's already tight. We can't, I'm sorry, but we can't have other personnel that's not going to be playing within there. Now, Kyrie got mad, grabbed his ball and went home. And that's where this whole we should sit out, we should play thing came from. And then Dwight Howard, we still trying to get over your situation in Atlanta, Dwight.
We ain't forgot about that, Dwight. So let's not breeze by that like we done forgot. We ain't forgot about that.
We ain't forgot. You grabbing in Washington, you grabbing teammates nuts on the bench. And no. Okay. So so Dwight came out and says that I feel the same way. I feel that we should sit out. And he said, even though I'm in a position to win a title this year and I haven't won one yet, I still feel like that we should sit out. So the question we're posing right now, Draper just posted it. Should the NBA come back? Or they're coming back. Should these top players, or should all the players come back and play? Or should they sit out and continue to fight the good fight and be a part of the front lines?
Okay, so it's a lot of ways that you can look at this. Okay, it's a lot of ways that you can look at this. I think, could it be helpful if the NBA were to come back? Yes, I think it could be helpful from the standpoint of it would give people some sort of light, some sort of balance. Everything wouldn't be so dark. There would be something else on TV besides the news, something that everybody look forward to around this time. The playoffs, LeBron and them, everybody's playing. This is the time that the ratings are the highest for the NBA, is right here, right around this time for playoffs and the season, the end of the regular season, going into the playoffs, going into the finals. So could it be helpful? Absolutely. Absolutely. From that standpoint, I believe it could be helpful. Could it be a distraction? Absolutely. Because if you focus, anytime you put something like that out, it's going to be, well, how are the players feeling about playing now? Now you have the games. Now you're going to have the interviews. Now you're going to have all that stuff. And so now that takes those players that were out fighting that fight, like your Dame Lillards and your other guys like that were out fighting that fight. Now they're having to focus on performing and playing at their highest level to be able to win a championship. It's one of those things where it's man, I believe it's perspective. Should they come back? To be honest, I personally don't think that they should come back. I don't think they should come back, not at this juncture, not just based upon the totally on the climate that's going on. That's part of it. But also, regardless of what anybody says, regardless of who these dudes are, these dudes still have families and they still have loved ones that they have to go home to. So now we're putting these dudes Now, if they choose to go protest, man, that's on them. Man, that's totally on them. But you're telling these dudes now, you're pretty much telling these dudes now, hey, you got to go back to work. Okay? It is time for you to go back to work. All right? And so now it's not just going to be them there. Okay? You think about everybody that's involved in the NBA game. Okay? And I'm not even going to speak about the fans, but talk about everybody that's involved in an NBA game. You got the team, you got the coaches, you got the trainers, you got the player development guys, you got the media, you got the security, you got the people that's at the hotels that's checking in, you got the transportation people. So you got right there could easily be anywhere between 1,500 to 3,000 people that you're now managing. And now that you're putting all these high profile guys in this risk of that, you're putting them out there by saying that you got to go play. And now you're saying that they got to go play with people that they don't know that's truly been quarantined. Hell, the whole thing shut down when Rudy Gobert had it, right? Well, the whole thing started when he first got it. So you got to look at it as you telling these dudes to go back to work when that's out there, and then the climate of what's going on. So I personally don't think that it's a good time for it to come back, because, I mean, there's still a long way to go as far as fighting the fight. But right now, I don't think it's the right time for the NBA to come back.
I see where you are with it. My standpoint is I don't mind it, only because I know how SAT word, how diligent. Yeah. How diligent they are as far as making sure every step is counted, this and the third. Now, bringing it back in a place like, Disney World or whatnot, which they already hold, large basketball tournaments and this, so they have the facilities to accommodate it.
Correct.
But secondly, like all the hotels and stuff that are on there, it's not like everybody's going to be on top of each other in one. They're going to be isolated in certain ones. They're going to test them every day. Now, if somebody tests positive, then, which to me makes it
I'm sorry.
That word, I don't think it was. But if somebody tests positive, then they're out for 2 weeks. No matter when it is. It could be in the NBA finals. If you test positive, you're out for 2 weeks, period, which means that you're basically done for the season. Done. And so my standpoint of it is, because this whole thing is revolving around the politicized part of it, and what's on the front line. Should we distract? Should we do this? A lot of these players have been paying for
full season.
No, but I'm saying they've been paying for protesters to get out of jail. They've been paying for a lot of different things. That's what to me, that's what you're going back to work for. Because let's be honest. Oh shit. 25 seconds, you already know what it is. So people, coming back, got 20 seconds. So tell a friend real quick to come back. Hour number 3 coming up right now. All right?
Coming up right now. Yep.
Let's go.